How's it going, guys? It's Nercy here, back with another set review video. We're here talking about BT8, which is going to be released later in May, and because it did get extended like a couple more weeks, I wanted to go through and have my first time doing a full set review, so I know what I'm opening like this time around, and I just have a general idea of what is actually good in the set. So if you guys do enjoy this content, there are two other parts. We went over the Digitamas and the red cards in the first part, and we went over the blue cards in the second part, and the yellow part and the yellow cards in the third part. This is part number 4. I'm actually having a whole lot of fun doing the series, and if you guys are enjoying the way that we have been doing the series, make sure to leave a like down below. It really does help us out and help us know that you are enjoying the series, and hopefully for BT9 or EX2, when the card list gets revealed, we're able to look at the English translations. We can do it through the Japanese like translation, but I kind of wanted to just have it all. It's easier to read if it's just the card, because I know I'm gonna be reading that when I actually have the card in my face, so I want to get used to the reading off the card itself. So I know that made no sense whatsoever, but make sure to leave a like down below and a subscription. Now that we did this whole intro out of the way, let's go over the green cards. I do have to say I'm very hyped about yellow, but green is a color I never actually play. A buddy of mine that has been playing the game since it started, like on and off, he'll constantly just play green. So I do want to see what comes out of this set for him, because I absolutely have no idea about green cards. I know certain things, but not everything that I want to play. We start off with a level 3 Ekakemon, which is literally just it looks like a pencil, and I love him. He's so cute. It's literally he's a pencil, and he drew Togemon in the background for I don't remember the actual Digitama for Palmon, but he drew Togemon for the baby Palmon, and that is adorable. It's just a 2-drop 3K, kind of underwhelming, but it is a 2-drop. I think this can easily just replace your Goblimon, just because it's an easy 2-drop, but it's okay. It's literally just vanilla. Here is your green version of Vmon. Pretty much, it is the Terriermon. On play for 3-drop, you're able to reveal the top 5 of the top of your deck. Add 1. Oh no, this is not what I thought it was. This is why I read the cards. On play, you reveal the top 5. You can add 1 Garglemon or a Rapidmon in its name among them and add it to your hand. So this is specifically Terriermon related, like the full line related. I thought this was just reveal the top 5, add a 2-color green Digimon and add it to your hand. But nope, this is like specifically Garglemon in his name or Rapidmon in his name. So you can get any of the evolution lines for Garglemon, which I think is really good for the deck. It's gonna be interesting. So a lot of Garglemon themed deck, or you can just get your Rapidmon, which the Rapidmon is amazing. We already went over it through the yellow, which is going to be one of the best yellow removals in the game for this deck. For like yellow, even if it's for 4, it's still 5k DP, so it's stupid. It's so stupid. And you survive, which is great. So that's gonna be amazing. We get a green Pulsemon, which is different now. Not Pulsemon, just doing weights all day long. He's now in green, which as inheritable. During all turns, this Digimon gets plus 1k DP for each of your other suspended Digimon. So it buffs whatever's on your field as long as everything else is suspended. It buffs whatever's on top of him, which is okay. If anything, nope, it's for every other. So as long as you have everything else, he gets buffed. Then at least it's good during all turns. So even during your opponent's turn, they can't really run over whatever this thing is under, because it'll just get stronger and stronger. So at least anything but purple with like retaliation, so he'll still be huge at least. Shivaman, which is the armor like Digivolve for Hawkmon, and it's just a 4-drop, which is actually really cool. Can go on top of your Hawkmon for 2, or any level 3 green like Digimon for 3. When you Digivolve one of your opponents like Digimon blocker can attack or block until the end of turn. That's pretty cool. It pretty much shuts off the blocker for the entire turn. Plus they can just swing out with it. It kind of has that the Howling Memory Boost like effect, except without stripping it, which it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty much just a stun card for the turn. It lets you go aggro and just stops it stops Magnamon from being a blocker, I guess. I like him. He's pretty cool. Like Armor Purge is gonna be super great. We did talk about like Armor Purge in the past few videos. Go and check them out if you haven't. Namakemon. I have not seen this at all. Kind of cute sloth though. I'm not gonna lie. It is a champion. It could Digivolve on top of your level 3 for 2 costs, or you could play him out for 4, which is low. A lot of 4 drops. A lot of 4 cost drops for green this time around. Your main during your main phase, you may suspend this like Digimon to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 green Digimon among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom. So, actually, that's good because this lets you filter through your deck. And if they don't get rid of it every turn, you're able to do that because you can suspend this. Look at the top 3 cards. Add a green Digimon back. You can keep getting value with this unless they respond to it, which is really cool. Only 3 KDP is really low, but the fact that you can just drop them down for 4. If your opponent gives you 4 memory, you can play this, tap it. It pretty much reads on play. Look at top 3, add a card, and because you're not attacking with this, you can just you can suspend this, even though it does have the summon sickness. The summon sickness only works on attacking, not on activating effects. So you're able to just tap this, look at top 3, add a green card. That's pretty cool. That's pretty value card right there. I like that. Ekakemon, I believe this is where we start looking at the Chivamon archetype. I haven't seen this deck much, so I have no idea what it really does. But it is a 5-drop for 5k DP. You can Digivolve on top of your level 3s for 2. As well as when you Digivolve, you may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So you can green is back to playing with the suspension mechanic, where you're able to tap stuff down, untap it. This one just does it a lot better, and with the level 3 Postmon underneath this, at least this becomes a 6k DP because you tap down one of your Digimon, so you can run over something, and it's only a 2 cost to Digivolve, which is actually really good. If you have the green Izzy from the structure deck, the 2-drop, whenever you suspend a Digimon during your turn on your opponent's side, you're able to suspend your Izzy to gain 1 memory. So technically, when you Digivolve, this is a 1-cost Digivolution, because with that Izzy, you're able to gain a memory back, which is actually pretty cool. And then you can still attack over something with this. As long as you have the Pulsemon underneath them, you can always do something else with it. And Ekakemon has an inheritable of during all turns, this Digimon gets 1 KDP for each of your other suspended Digimons. So it works like a Pulsemon, but in the champion level side, which is cool because then they start to stack up. Okay, so during each turn, as long as you have a Pulsemon and him underneath something, you start to gain 2,000 each time for every one, which it starts to increase a lot. Okay. One of my favorite, just from the show, like Digimon, absolute beast. It is a 5-drop 3k, 5-drop 5k DP, 3-2 Digivolve on top of any level 3, but 2 from an Armadillomon. So this goes on top of your like Armadillomon in yellow. And I believe there's an Armadillomon in green. I don't remember. If there is, cool. If not, I don't remember if there is or not. Armor Purge. When this like Digimon would be deleted, you may trash the card, which you already know about that. I need to look up the ruling if you're able to just go on top of any Armadillomon, because I know there's a blue Armadillomon that's a 2-drop. Just want to make sure if that's legal. I don't know. I need to look it up. But when you attack, one of your opponent's suspended Digimon gets minus 3000 DP. So whenever you attack, you're able to attack over anything that's like 7,000 or less if it's like suspended. So this becomes a removal card as well for those that are suspended. So that's actually really cool. Not the most powerful effect, but still really cool. Plus we get the old art, which I think looks amazing using that drill. Fantastic. It is also a free. It is also attribute free, which Vmon can get this as well. Now we have the 5-drop 1/2 Digivolve on top of a level 3 champion for 5 KDP named Drymojimon. I don't remember seeing him in the show much. Also haven't seen the show in a very long time, but it is just a vanilla for one on top of your level 3s, which is not bad. I refuse to name it what it is. It is Raydramon. The Storm of Friendship. I do not agree with the choices that like Bandai used to rename this. It is called Raydramon, not Lydramon. But this is the other like armor egg for Vmon. 5 to just hard drop, 5 KDP, 3 to put on any level 3 that's green, or 2 from a Vmon. Does have armor purge, but when you Digivolve, you can suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. This lets you just tap down anything. It uses the green aspect. Plus, with like armor purge, you're able to tap down. Normally, level 4s are your blockers, so he's able to tap down your like opponent's blockers, which is really cool. And he's actually useful for the DNA Digivolution for the Paildramon from the structure deck, because he counts as a green or a blue. As long as you have the XVmon or Stingmon on the field, you can DNA Digivolve with them, with the Stingmon or the like XVmon and the Raydramon as well, because it still considers as a green or a blue, as well as when you get a Davis and you look at the top 3, you reveal a Vmon, and this is your green card. Vmon's your blue card. So it's great when they have both of the colors, because it can count as either or. And card's really good though. All right, so now we're moving to the ultimates, which we're looking at Pistamon. A 7 cost to hard drop. 3 to Digivolve onto your level 4s. 7 KDP. Digisorption -2. We have come full circle with the Digisorption. Thank God that hidden potential is at 1 right now. Plus the Digisorption -2 makes it so this can be put on top of your level 4s for pretty much 1, as long as you suspend one of your like Digimons, so that you're able to bring them out. And does have the inheritable, as well as this Digimon gets +1 KDP for each of your other suspended Digimons. So I'm seeing a pattern with this line where you're able to pretty much, your Mega is gonna be huge whenever it is suspended, or whenever your other stuff is suspended, your Mega is gonna be huge and won't be able to be dealt with, even though it is going to be like suspended. I think only Purple with Retaliation can really bother with it, but it's kind of nutty how huge it's gonna be. Next we have Kleinmon, the 8-drop 3/2 Digivolve on top of level 4 for green Digimon, AKDP. When you Digivolve, if this Digimon is suspended, one of your opponent's suspended like Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon DP. I completely misread that. I'm sorry. I skipped the one important word. Okay, so if this card is suspended when you Digivolve, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less than or equal to the DP of of this card to the owner's hand. So this gives it, when you Digivolve, bounce anything that's tapped down that has less than or equal to the DP. Cool. We went through this. Jesus, that was so bad. This is really cool because it can go on top of the line that the Pulsemon and the Exermon that would give you extra DP for every other suspended like Digimon. So this can technically return back anything that's actually really huge to the opponent's hand, and anything that's armor is normally like 6, 7, 8 DP. So this does bounce back a lot of the armor rush strategy, which is gonna really hurt because like armor rush only really loses to bounce effects and to DP reduction. So that's really nice, and it has the inheritable of when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspended phase, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Literally, that's stupid, because whenever you if this thing lives during your opponent's turn, when it starts your turn, you unsuspend this, you tap something else down. That is really, really good, because then it gives you a lot more control on the field. Green is very control heavy deck, what it seems to be, and it's going to be a little bit of setup, but it's going to be, once it starts to set up, it's going to be bonkers. Next we have our 10 drop like vanilla Mega that can go on top of your green or your red level 5s for 3 costs of 13k, which is still really huge. Just a vanilla, not doing anything, but the art is really cool. He's just swiping away. Good for most likely like the pre-release, because then you can just have a 13k that nothing really can deal with. Next we have the boss monster for green in this set. It's going to be Shivamon. Shivamon is a lot of people are looking forward to it. A lot of people don't think it's gonna be that good. I have to see it in action to be able to really judge it. I think the effects are really, really strong, but I think other decks can just outspeed this deck, because I think this is like more of a mid-range late game deck, and the only deck that competes mid-game or like late game is Yellow Hybrid, which is going to be very prevalent in the BT8 format, especially with the addition of a couple tamers. This doesn't really stand a chance against it, I believe, but I will mark my words, because I am wrong all the time. But this will make Digivolve on top of your level 4s, on top of your level 5s for 4 costs, 12k DP. During your opponent's turn, while all of your Digimon are suspended, so you want to make your entire board suspended. Either way, when they are suspended, whatever has the buff on their DP underneath them does get they kind of don't die. Your opponent can't use option cards. This thing shuts off option cards, and there's gonna be a good amount of decks are going to be using a lot of option cards, and this just becomes a free body that says no, you can't use Hammer Spark, you can't use any memory boost, you can't use anything like that, you can't use freaking Dead or Alive. No, you just have to play with your Digimons and your Tamers. That's it. That's just a strong ability overall. This literally, as long as you have everything suspended, the little loop can't do much to it. And then during your turn, if this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. This makes it so that you can swing out. Then, if this thing lives, unsuspend, get rid of the last check, and your opponent's. You can keep on stalling out the game so that this thing can unsuspend 2 or 3 times during your the unsuspended phase, and your opponent can't do anything about it if this thing's huge and you can't get rid of it. I think that effect is really, really good. Plus it doesn't check the security, it just trashes it. So anything like a Wyvern's Breath or like any options that come in the security, it's useless, so it doesn't matter anymore. That's actually really cool. I want to see the deck in action before I make a proper judgment. In theory, this card is really, really good. And the old art is actually pretty beautiful. It has like a little lotus underneath it, and it is kind of like like meditating with lightning. I really like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's all of the green cards. Next, in the next video, we'll be going over black. Black gets 2 different archetypes that I'm really excited about. That I'm probably not gonna be playing, but I'm really excited to see other people play it because I know that they've been waiting a very long time. I probably be playing it as like a pet deck or like just a fun deck to play. But you guys already see we gained the Black Agumon. Really excited about that. But that is it for part number 4, 5. I lost count to this. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below, leave a subscription, and ring the notification if you guys want to be notified whenever we upload a video. Alright guys, until next time. Bye.